And this little one is doing so great. She is absolutely perfect. And that is the sound of her little sister who wants to climb up my leg. Well, I'm gonna let this little one do whatever she likes, because we're so glad that she is so perfect and she is just totally recovered. She's absolutely amazing. Her little sisters are all eating over here with their mother and just doing absolutely great. Well, that little paw back foot is still a bit skew, but she's using it perfectly fine. She's able to run and play and do everything that the others can do. It's a little bit to the side. Look at the angle. Well, there she puts it back, but that is something that is just gonna probably be like that. But it's okay. See, where's the tigers? I don't want them to see me. There is Enzo way on the other side. It rained a lot here in the last couple of days. Let's go out. Billy is over here. So all their blankets are wet, so getting it a little dry. And just quickly got it up here. Diego taking a walk around. Enzo inside the jungle gym. Diego is so friendly. He's just walking around. Still a lot of water from the rain that is left after it settled, but that's okay. Sun is starting to come through, getting a little bit brighter outside. We had a good 3 days of rain, a lot, so seems like the summer is just stretching a bit. But it used to be like this always. I remember, since I can remember, we had this rain, and we called it, in Afrikaans, the word is geelperske reen. Now what that means is, sorry Diego, almost didn't greet him back. That is the yellow peach rain, if I have to. Geelperske reen. So that's what we call it in South Africa. It's a couple of days where it just keeps on raining, and it's actually strange for our weather to be like that, because we're not really used to so much rain, but you get to know it after a few years. And I think anywhere you live, you tend to get used to the weather circumstances and exactly how it is. I remember back in the 80s, we already, since I can remember, we had this rain this time of year. But it's nice. Look at the pool, all that water that went in there. It doesn't look perfectly clean, but believe me, it's clean enough. I didn't put any chlorine in there yet, but I think we're going to have another day or two of rain. We'll just see how it goes. Vegetarian cat there. That's computer cat. There goes Diego. He's gonna go wake Enzo up, and I can see Enzo immediately moving his leg because he felt Diego is on his way. He just felt it as Diego jumped on that thing. Diego is just looking over the wall. Checking everything out. Something that people don't really know is how much attention should you give all the pets. If you've got so many animals living around your area, you know, like the tigers are used to seeing me all the time. They don't really know what it's like not having me around. And all the cats and all the dogs. And when you start to talk about 40 or 50 animals that are used to seeing you every day, there's no way you can just ignore them. There's no way you can just get on a plane and fly away for a month. If you do manage to do it, you're going to have to keep some interaction with them. And I don't think they need to spend every moment of the day with you, but they need to see you at least 2 or 3 times a week. Now, that's not the case with these boys. They see me every day, and I've actually tried to avoid them at some stage, just so they don't get too used to seeing me here all the time. And it's the same with the dogs as well. When I go over there to the other side, those dogs are so happy to see me every single time, and you have to spend time with them. You can't just walk through, although I think it is important to make sure that they are able to get along without you, should you not be there every 5 minutes. And that is a bit difficult, because you're basically ignoring them then. So that is something that I've gradually implement while I've got all these animals. It's just to, I won't say it's ignore, it's just avoid them each at the right time, just so they know that there is a certain time that they are not going to see you. Because that was really a problem for me. These animals are used to seeing me all the time. They think that I just live between them, and I probably do, but it's not that easy to explain it. I'm trying to explain now how you have to sometimes force yourself to not be around them. Now that's the exact opposite of what people are actually trying to do. Most people try and spend as much time as possible with their animals. But there comes a day when you live with them all the time. Because I don't really drive or go away. I almost never go away. If I go somewhere, it's for 5 or 10 minutes and I'm back home. I don't really spend time away from home. And I like it like that. But you have to also keep in mind that these animals are getting used to that. And that is how what they expect after a while. So I'm going to try to avoid them more. Because so far I haven't really been able to do it. Especially with the monkeys. I mean, Arnie is a very sensitive animal. He's probably the most sensitive of them all. And he sleeps in my neck every night. And I actually prefer it like that, because I just like it. But you have to sometimes realize that it is good for them not to see you for a day or two. So I'm gonna really try, and I don't even know how I'm gonna do that, but especially with Arnie, because I mean, some of the other monkeys are sleeping over tonight again, and they're not gonna see their owners for a day or maybe 2. But with my animals, it never happens. They see me constantly. So, yeah, I think that is something to keep in mind. If you do have so many animals, or even one dog, I don't know if you should see him all the time, every day. But then again, if you've got the choice, why not? It's absolutely great. And maybe people tend to react a bit on a negative side when they start avoiding their animals. Because why would they do that? That would be to prepare them for not seeing you for a while. So the thought on this is not even supposed to be there. I think it is better to just prepare to be with them all the time, because that will avoid that whole situation. But yeah, think about it. How much time should you spend with animals where you are constantly in contact with them? Maybe a little less. Well, thanks for watching. Oh yes, there's the pumpkin over there. They did tear it apart eventually, played with it, but they didn't really realize exactly what it was when they got it. Well guys, thanks for watching. Enzo's still sleeping and Diego just walking around. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a good day.